Hi, I am Cindy Parlow. I was a former player on the U.S. women's national team. I competed and won 2 Olympic gold medals, 1 silver medal, and then 1 world championship and a 3rd place in a world championship. I played from the time that I could walk, basically, until I retired and after the 2004 Olympics. It probably wasn't until 2004. At that point, I had suffered 2 diagnosed concussions and then several other concussions where I had just seen stars after heading the soccer ball. And the ones that I saw stars, I didn't really think much about because at the time, this was 15 or so years ago, concussions weren't really a part of the discussion. But then in 2004, as I was training for the Olympics, I was having headaches pretty much every day. I had severe jaw pain. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get fit. I was tired all the time. I was sleeping about 15 hours a day. Because I couldn't get fit, I was trying to run extra away from the team, and then this was just making me more tired and creating this vicious cycle of fatigue and trying to get fit, can't get fit, running more. And I never really correlated it back to the concussions that I had suffered because all the doctors had told me I was fine. And so as an athlete, when you hear that from a doctor that you're fine and you can go back and play, that's all you need to hear. And so I thought there was something like maybe I took too much time off or I wasn't training the right way, and that's why I wasn't getting fit. But then the daily headaches were really what set me off and made me realize something's not right here, because I was always a player. I love the games like every player loves the games, but I love training as well. And all of a sudden in 2004, I wasn't looking forward to training anymore, and some days I didn't want to go. I had to drag myself to training. And this was so unlike me. I loved everything about the sport, including the fitness days. And so when I was going through this, it was kind of that, okay, well, I'm training for the 2004 Olympics, but I'm having these headaches. And like, I just wanted to push through and see if I could get through the year of 2004 with the Olympics. And luckily I did, and we won a gold medal. And so that was fantastic. But then afterwards, I decided that it was time to take a break from the sport and try to get healthy. So keep in mind, my concussions were 15 years ago, and we didn't really have an understanding of concussions that we do today. And so I thought pushing through my symptoms and trying to be tough was the way to go about it. But we know differently now, and if I had to do it all over, obviously I would have sat out and fully recovered until all of my symptoms went away, and then gradually got back into the sport. To this day, I still have the same symptoms that I did when I initially had my concussions in 2001 and 2003, and they affect my everyday life. They are much better now than they were back then, of course, and every year they continue to get better, but I still can't watch action movies. I can't watch sporting events on television. I still have issues with driving at night at times, and so it definitely does have an impact, and I still get a lot of headaches. And then I'm also seeing a cranial sacral therapist to try to do some muscle release in my neck and my jaw. I mean, for me, donating my brain was an important thing because there's so much that we don't know about concussions and the long-lasting impacts and what it actually does to the brain. We're learning more and more every day, and researchers are doing a fantastic job. But there's so much we still don't know. And for me, to donate my brain, once I pass away, of course, is an easy choice, because if I can help solve this concussion crisis that we have, not only in sports, but in all aspects of life, I would love to be a part of that solution. It's a huge honor to receive this award from Pink Concussions and to be a part of this whole symposium. You know, so much of the focus on concussions in sport has been focused on football and specifically the NFL. But research shows that women's soccer and girls soccer suffer more concussions than football at the youth level and the professional level. So we need to bring light to this issue on women's and girls in sports. And for me personally, soccer. Since today we're at the NIH, I would love to encourage all of our researchers to be collaborative and work together, because concussions are such a complex issue. They're hard to prevent, they're hard to detect, they're hard to diagnose, and they're hard to treat. And a lot of researchers and doctors and businesses are so focused on one aspect of concussions And we need to figure out a comprehensive way to solve this crisis. So we all need to work together to form a solution, because no two concussions are alike and no two concussions need to be treated the same.